And we're back. What's up, Warren?
What's
How are
up?
you?
Doing good. Doing good.
This is off the shelf number 3. Is this number 3 we're doing? This is our
Uh,
third
I,
episode, I believe.
I believe so. Yes.
Off the shelf number 3, and we're back with our extensive coverage of the DC KO event. We are up to DC KO number 2. Our last review was for Batman Night Fight number 1, which I thought was really good. I think this issue coming up is actually pretty darn good as well. So I can't complain, Warren. I can't complain about this event so far.
No, and I normally don't like events. I think events were one of the problems that DC and Marvel has. Is too many of them too quick. But this is a very quality event, and with Snyder, he's not doing stuff just to do it. It's like there's actually thought out, and I am really enjoying it, and especially with what's happening with Superman.
Yeah. So like, if you followed since before the Absolute Power and Dawn of DC. Dawn of DC was the initiative before All In. Snyder had his Justice League. Him and Tiny in the fourth had their Justice League ended with the death of the Justice League, which was Justice League number 75, volume 4. I thought it was going into Dark Crisis on Infinite Earths. Everybody knows my opinion about that. Some of the best art, but man, some of the dumbest story. Like, some of it was just bad. It just didn't have the feel of the other major Crisis, like Crisis on Infinite Earths, Infinite Crisis, and Final Crisis. Now, I know there's other ones like Heroes in Crisis, stupid stuff like that I don't count those as like major Crisis events, but this to me has the feel of like it's going into something big. Like, this isn't the big event that is going to end everything. This is like the event that's going to spawn everything out.
Yeah,
with the
it
Absolute
does feel like
Universe.
that.
Yeah, the Absolute Universe and the regular DC continuity. So I think there's going to be a lot of free Maduro. Okay, awesome, dude.
Yeah, sure.
Welcome to the show, and I hope you feel good about that. That's fantastic. So anyway, so when we get right into the comic book, man, we're just gonna go right into it. I think that's the best way to do these reviews. It's
Yeah.
just get right into it. So
Do you want me to start this one?
no, I'll start this one, and then
Oh.
I'll get you in on I'll get you in on. Actually, yeah, you could start if you'd like to. Let me
Yeah, sure. I mean, you can.
let me get this up here real quick. All right. Boom. There we go. So here you go. Go ahead.
All right. So KO number 2 starts off at the board game where the KO number 1 and the whole KO event kicked off. And in this one, they're starting to talk about what they would do if they weren't superheroes.
Mhm.
And I think he asked Diana what she would do, or no. I think you'd be. Oh, Clark says he thinks Diana would be a tour guide for national parks and historic sites, showing people beauty and humility. She says that's acceptable. She goes to Bruce. If you couldn't be Batman, you would be a doctor. And then Batman goes, a bat doctor? And then Batman goes to Clark. If you couldn't be Superman, you would be the president. And he's like, you can't be serious. And he's like, oh, I'm very serious. If I couldn't be Superman, I'd be a reporter, or I'd be, I don't know. But you're way off, Bruce. I don't have it in me for that.
Well, I think that's a bunch of bullshit, because there is a Superman that is the president of Earth 2. So it's not that far off.
No. He's the kind of guy you'd want to be the president because he doesn't want to do it.
Yeah. And we got this is chapter 2, Objects in Motion. So this is right out the gate. This is a pretty interesting book. I feel like you get the next set of rounds of players, and you get to see the beginnings of where all these fights took place. And then after this came a lot of the versus books. So
yeah.
All
This
right,
this
good.
sets up all of the burst versus contests, if you will.
Yeah.
And so begins the next round. And this is the dark side or the apocalypse heart that's narrated this from what we learned from earlier. This realm before us took 11 billion years to construct what was carved inside a microscopic white hole where time moves like light. A blink and it exists, history and all. The champions themselves, through almost no time has passed between rounds. 32 of them made it through the first gauntlet, and they've had no rest, no pause, no
Contemplation.
Yes, I'm MSK in this shit. For them, there will be only be the battle as it should be. And then you see them starting to form in there. You know, Lobo says it tickles in all the right places. I speak as the heart of Apocalypse, the game master. To become the King Omega in this new universe, Darkseid had to take and collect the power from his kind, the primordial beings, gods. They're here. Each of you must do the same, but from your own kind of your fellow champions. And then it goes to another beautiful double page spread where it shows.
Yeah. So I want to say some stuff about this. So first, like, these are just the weapons. Like the surmising is, here are the things that are in this land right here, this part of the Apocalypse Heart, and each one of them, there's 16 items and there's 32 of them. So half will be gone. Each of them has to grab an item. So some of the items here, we got the Blue Beetle Scarab, the God Killer's Sword, which was made by Hephaestus. And I'm pretty sure that was, when it was made, it was given to Deathstroke because it was like a contract assassination. Hephaestus wanted Deathstroke to kill an old rival named Lapidus or Lapidus or something like that. I can't remember. Then we have the Warlagog. I had to look this up because I remember this. I remember them using this in, I don't know if it was the John's Justice League, but Metron used it to transport a group of Justice League and supervillains from Apocalypse through several other dimensions. It was later manipulated in Zero Hour by Extant. That's where I remember it mostly from. But the Warlagog is part of the cosmology of the fourth world, and it's apparently native to Earth. You get the Adam's Belt. That's from Ray Palmer, and that is actually used matter from a white dwarf star fragment, so he can like get big or small. And they sometimes call it Adam's Belt or Bio Belt. Mother Box, we all know about the Mother Box. Psycho Pirate's Medusa Mask, he can control emotions. We know Thor's Hammer, obviously Bane's Venom. The Power Rings, or the Speed Force Ring, first of all, then the Power Rings. All right, the Genie Pen. The Genie Pen is done, it houses YZ, or is whatever, however you want to say it, but basically Thunderbolt. That's where Thunderbolt gets his genie powers from. And it can grant wishes and all sorts of shit like that. And Thunderbolt comes out of there. It's pretty cool. And I believe Jakeem is Johnny Thunder and Jakeem Thunder. I think Jakeem is who has it now. I'm not positive. The Claw of Horus, that was created by Thanagarian Nth Metal. That plays it has a lot to do with Khufu or whoever, and Nabu the Wise, and it was also used in helping return Flash to the present at some point in time. The Soul Taker sword, that is Katana's sword. That was in the DC mythology the twin sword of the Muramasa. I can't remember. It was forged by Muramasa, but it's like a twin sword of something else. I can't remember.
And was that the sword she had in the first Suicide Squad movie?
Yeah, it takes souls and stuff. Yeah. So then there's the Lasso of Truth, and then the Cosmic Rod. The Cosmic Rod is what Starman and Stargirl use. It's super duper strong. So these are massive weapons here. Like, all of these are pretty big hitter weapons. And they just kind of explain on this page that there's 16 of them, weapons, and 32 of you. Basically, you got to begin. Everybody's going after them. So that's pretty much what's going on this page. So go ahead. We don't have to. We can just surmise what's happening. We don't have to, tell everybody exactly what's happening here. We just surmise.
So everybody takes off, and then of course Superman beelines it straight for Lex, and tosses him into this giant skull. Looks like Wonder Woman gives old what's his name,
Etrigan.
Yeah, Etrigan a kick right to the gut, and then you've got let's see here,
Giganta.
Yeah, Giganta.
So
and then somebody says,
it's pretty interesting because they're all going after certain specific weapons, right? And Giganta, I think they're all looking for Adam's belt right now, the Adam's belt, because as soon as Giganta's like, or I can't remember if it's Goliath girl, I can't remember her name, but she's like, there's only room enough for one big girl in this challenge. And then you hear this voice and it says, you call that big? Joker just like eats her, steps on her, then eats her. And there's all these parental advisory stickers up. It's like, what the hell, dude? Like, just what? Why parental advisory? I guess it's not a Black Label book, so can't do that. So go ahead.
Then we see was it Element Man and Plastic Man, which I was kind of surprised because Plastic Man in some series is played up almost like to a god level power. I mean, Element Man was pretty much able to take him out pretty quick on that. Then we see Starro and Element Man going for the God Killer sword, but then Jay Garrick grabs it. We see what's his name?
Guy Gardner.
Guy Gardner going after the ring, but then Harley ends up grabbing it.
Which I thought was cool because he has the Green Lantern ring already, and he's going after the Flash ring, which is the Speed Force ring. So that would be crazy. Imagine a Green Lantern wielder with the power of the Speed Force.
Yeah, that would be nuts.
Yeah, and then obviously Harley Quinn gets it, and she's like, Ivy will love this. So they're still lesbians apparently. for whatever reason.
Because it's hot.
I guess so, right?
So then we got back to Superman and Lex, their usual banter back and forth.
And this is kind of the crux of this story. Is Superman versus Lex, ideology versus ideology. And it's a pretty interesting one because Lex talks about them putting them in the Phantom Zone. And we get to, which I think is really cool, that Snyder took this chance right here, because you're getting back to the age-old question of why does Lex really hate Superman? You know, what is the reason? And his ego and all that stuff is one thing, but what is the crux of it? And we get to it, and it's also neat whenever Lex is talking to him, he's talking about being put in the Phantom Zone, and then he opens up his chest, and he's just got tons of different kryptonites in there. And it also references See Superman Unlimited. So that's really cool that Superman Unlimited is actually affecting mainline continuity.
Yeah.
So
and it also goes to the theme of the board game too, where it's Superman not doing enough. Like there's the question of like, how much should Superman be doing, and can he do what needs to be done? There's like this ethic plane with Superman, and Lex Luthor brings it right up to his face on whether or not he was doing too little. Like his morality is kind of being questioned as a weakness, and this is kind of the theme going on here. With the first KO, he was more busy trying to make sure everyone got through the gate when he should have just zipped right through it. Like if this was a Superman playing to win, it would be like he would be doing a lot of different stuff. Like he didn't even go for a piece; he went straight after Luthor.
There wouldn't even be 16 people to be in this round if it was Superman playing for keeps. And I thought that was interesting because he's like, I always thought I hated you because you did too much. You stopped humanity from realizing our potential by saving us from failure, but I was wrong. I get it now. It's because you're doing too little. And I thought that was very cool that they changed that narrative. And he says, so thank you for bringing me to the Phantom Zone. It was revelatory. I wanted you to feel what I felt, so I brought it to you. And as he says that, he takes out a Phantom Zone sword and cuts his fucking hand off.
Yeah, straight up.
Like, goodbye, hands. And he's like, I brought it to you in the form of a blade. So I'm sure it's like made from kryptonite and Phantom zoneness, because Superman has changed the Phantom Zone over the years so many times that basically it's like it sucks being there, but it's nowhere near as bad as when the Phantom Zone was being used by the Kryptonians. Like,
yeah,
when you went there before, it was pain and suffering. And Luthor's like, yeah, now it's just like sitting on a couch collecting your thoughts. So it doesn't seem to be nearly as bad.
We get this great dialogue from Lex in the next page where he's like, when I first got here, I got this vision of what the world or the universe would be like if I won. And he figures it happened to everyone. And he's like, so what was yours, Superman? And then he's chiding him because it's like, you're not going to cure diseases, corrupt governments. You're not going to try to fix things. You're just going to put everything back to the way it was. And it's coming off of that deal, more of that talk between of doing too little and you have a chance to make everything better. What would Superman do? Would he just go back to being the way it was before him?
And he's right.
The same.
He's right, because that's exactly what Superman would do. Because if he changed anything, that would be cheating, and like that would be in his morality. No one would learn their lesson, or he would be playing God. Even though whenever that's the only part of Superman's storytelling that I dislike. I like the fact that Superman always tries to do what's right in the face of ever-present wrong.
Yeah,
but there are times where it's like, dude, you could make this better. And then that's what he always says, it's up to humanity. Well, if it's up to humanity, stop saving them, like Lex said. Stop saving them.
It's
Maybe
an
they'll
interesting
learn.
question, too, because Batman gets questioned this quite a bit. You're a billionaire. What happens if you gave the police the resources of Batman? And it was kind of asked in The White Knight, and there's multiple times through canon where he's been asked this. No one asked that of Superman. And I always thought that was interesting, because Superman is kind of a god who's living among us, but yet he's not. There's so much more he could do, and no one ever questions that. He could blink around Metropolis in a flash of an eye and take care of all the criminals in a heartbeat, but yet he holds himself back because there's something about not wanting to interfere with humanity too much. So it's very kind of like this passive aggressive parent kind of thing that he's got going on, and not many people question it. I kind of like that they're doing that now. So then we got Superman here, and then he's Guy Gardner coming through. Look alive, dorks. Guy Gardner for the win. We get to see Hawkman. He grabs the claw. We're seeing Egerton, and I'm not sure who he's burning. Is that Barda?
I think it's still Wonder Woman.
Is that Wonder Woman? Okay, they're going after
because she says
Thor's hammer.
Demons, totems, you're no match for a god. It could be that. I mean, that's who they were all fighting. So I don't know if that's still her. I would believe so. So it's like Swamp Thing, Wonder Woman. It could be either Wonder Woman or Barda. It's one of the two. And Etrigan and Lobo's just like, you're all a bunch of bastages. And
he's going straight for the venom.
which is a crazy thing to think. Lobo with venom.
It's pretty friggin' awesome. Like I won't spoil the ending. There was something I wish that happened at the ending that didn't, but we'll get when we get there. It would have been really cool, because some of this stuff, some of these characters having these abilities is really awesome. So they could have led to some potential stuff down their line. But him getting the venom is pretty badass.
Yeah. So go ahead. I'll take next one after this.
Yeah, next. Oh no, you go ahead. I've been doing a lot of these. Go ahead.
Oh, it's okay. Just finish this one up. I'll take it after this.
Okay. Yeah, so then he rips apart Starro, and then but then we find out that Starro
says another fact about starfish.
yeah.
And he's like, oh, frag me. And we find out that, oh, Jesus Christ, why does that always do that? Okay, so we find out that they regenerate, and all of them just keep saying, we regenerate, Bastich. We regenerate, Bastich.
That's
And
so
they're just
awesome.
boom, 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 boom. They get a whole bunch of different leaguers. And Starro, when he attaches to your face, he could take over, and he's like, now Starro League attack. So Starro's got all these different leaguers, and they're basically doing their attacks, and like Power Girl's going after Supergirl. What I hate that, I brain fart. Jay Garrick is running, and then we see, which is kind of interesting, because Zatanna is trying to help Wonder Woman, and she's fighting back. She's like, it doesn't matter where you are, she's mine. And she's like, I'm not talking about myself, you ass. She's like, down by your side. And that's when kaboom, Thor's hammer just lightnings all the Starros off of everybody. And I thought that was really cool.
Hell yeah.
And this is where we get a new famous line. Guy Gardner, he sees the Scarab, and he says, okay, third time's the Clarence. Or actually the charm. And if you, yeah. So let's talk about that for a second. What does third time's the Clarence mean, Warren? Do you have any idea?
I don't know. It almost sounds like a Freudian slip, really. Of you have Clarence on your mind so much that every time a word comes up, even with a C on it, that you just say it. You know, Clarence must have made an impression on whoever came up with that one.
Yeah, it must be MSK. We got a comment from Perry Comics Lobo, the damn goat. Yeah, dude. If you like Lobo, we did the paramilitary Christmas special, and that was always fun to do. Thanks for being here. We appreciate it.
What's up, Emily?
And then we get awesome MSK with his third time's the Clarence. Lobo is what I am on crack. No, not even close. Lobo's cool. So there's that. This is rather interesting, because this set up one of the Versus books. We get Red Hood over here, and he's going right for Joker. You know, he's like, hey, Joker, how's this for a punchline? And yeah, he's like, man, I love it when they fight over me. And there goes Harley Quinn with the Speed Force. Like, that's so ridiculous, dude.
So Red Hood got the Scarab, that it looks like.
Yeah, Red Hood got the Scarab. Yeah, because he's like, he says, okay, that's third time's the charm, Guy Gardner, and he's like, not so fast, Ginger. And he says, creating Red Beetle Armory. So he's got the Scarab, and he's off to, take out Joker. So this is pretty interesting here. She said, Barda is in pain. She says, I haven't felt pain like this since I was in the fire pit. Something hurts. And then we see Joker is in her mind. He's literally inside of her brain. And if he just expands, then
boom.
You know, like, whoops. Then we see the Thunder Pen finally come into play. And we see Vixen and, Killer Shark are the ones that go after that. And Shark is like, I'm a great white. Channel whatever you want. I'm at the top of the pyramid. Toughest fish in the ocean. She's like, I can channel the powers of anything on Earth, including Dinosaur Island. And then she turns into a giant megalodon and eats Shark. Pretty much. Just bites the shit out of him. Yeah.
Done.
Yeah, pretty much. And Etrigan is fighting with Zatanna. And Zatanna looks like she's got the sword. And she says, we have to get the last few before. And that's where Lex. This is a huge part of the story right here. So Lex's plan the entire time was to go after the lantern rings, right?
Yeah.
So why is he going after the lantern rings? And here we go. Why am I blanking on her name? Is that Star Sapphire? Or is that I can't, why do I do that? I blank on so many people's names and it drives me nuts.
It does look like Star Sapphire.
I think let me make sure. Yeah, it is her. It's her. That's Carol. I just wanted to make sure. I thought it was, but I always get the names mixed up. So she's Luther's going after the rings. Sapphire's like, this is payback for what you did for Superman. And she goes to collect her prize. And she's like, score 1 for love. I should have read that. I would have known it instantaneously. She pulls her hands away, and Luther's like, don't worry. I managed to snatch the only one I was after. And she's like, keep it. What good is the black power ring when there are no dead to control? He's like, you sure about that? And it goes back to yes, it goes back to what happened at the beginning. I mean, they said that Darkseid had to kill all the gods and defeat all of them. So there's dead gods under there. You know, and that's pretty much what he's resurrecting is a bunch of dead gods. And that's ridiculous.
It also shows just how badass Lex is. He has the will to take this ring and then just instantly resurrect a bunch of gods with it. Like, he is a badass human being.
Mm-hmm. So there was one weapon out there that was a mystery weapon that we didn't know about. And we see Supergirl bring in Cal, bring in Superman, the Psycho Pirate's mask, and Captain Atom shoots her down. And this is what sets up Captain Atom versus Superman. And I thought that was something pretty cool. And he's like, before he can even call Captain Atom's name, he feels it, a rumbling. And he just knows that Lex is one. And here's like all these gods. And it's like one by one, Lex uses elder gods to take them out. The heroes, Clark's friends. And all the while, Lex never takes his eyes off of him. He's like, well, Clark, what's your answer? And they go back. You can take this from here if you want.
So it goes back to the board game. And then Lois is kind of like, choose, what would you be if you couldn't be who you are? And he says a fireman. Bruce tells him, stop, dude. You're not going to be a fireman. And then he's like, I would never be serving as a politician, never crossed his mind. And Bruce says, that's because you have Superman. His point is that you always look to do the most good possible. That's who you are. Yep. And because things change, Clark, that's what games like this are figuring about the new math. If one is needed to succeed.
Right.
And then he gives him the toy, the piece back. Then we go back to where
here, Clark, here's your little Superman back.
We go back, and then it's Superman and Lex Luthor. He's pulls out of the this kryptonite shard that's in him, and then boom.
Basically he says, who's the real Superman now, old friend? He's like, what's your plan? What are you gonna do? He's like, Clark thinks of the mystery item, one of the only things left unclaimed, and he grabs the kryptonite shard in his shoulder and stabs himself with it, and it cracks reality. And he's like, what's your real plan? And he says, I am Luthor. I am Superman. Superman is. The mystery item was the Omega Sanction. So you could see his hand forming back. And he's like, the power of Darkseid himself. And he's like, he decimates all the gods that Lex just summoned. And Lex is so pissed. He's so pissed, dude. I had you beat, you fucking asshole. Like, why is it every single time? Every time.
And just before Superman could take his ass out, Guy Gardner grabs the God log? whatever that
the Warlagog.
The Warlagog, yeah. And
Yep.
then, so with that last piece being grabbed, 16 are eliminated, and the other ones are moving on to the next stage, which is where it starts with the versus books.
Yeah, so which is very interesting because we got Joker, Etrigan, Jay Garrick, Superman, Hawkman, Lobo, Zatanna, Guy Gardner, Lex, Harley, Jason, Arthur, Aquaman, Wonder Woman, Captain Atom, Swamp Thing, and Cyborg. And so they've been setting this up, this next panel, for a very long time. So if you've been with me for how many ever months I've been covering this, like with MSK, with other guys, we got Eric the Guapo. What's up, man? How you doing, Eric? Man? Hope you're doing well, my friend. Hope your new year was good and everything. Hope that was all great. But they've been setting this up for quite some time. And we know that in the DC All-In special that Booster Gold had disappeared. Time snapped, so they didn't know that Booster Gold was in the time rift. He went to the absolute universe. He got captured. He had been there for what seemed like decades to him, but in our time, it had only been like a month or so. And the challengers of the unknown had gone out, and they were finding out the effects of what happened whenever Darkseid had died, and all those pieces of different things went and scattered throughout the universe. We had the challenges of the unknown on that. And then we had the Justice League Atom Project, which was all the powers from Absolute Power that were spread to different people, them getting them back and then giving them to the right people. And all in that time, we had never seen what was really going on in the Absolute Universe with Darkseid until Superman. I think it was issue number 27 or 28. And we finally got Superman in the Absolute Universe. He goes up against the Legion of Superheroes, which is actually Darkseid's army in that universe. And he rescues Booster Gold. But there just seemed to be something was off. Something was off. When they came through, all these different heroes from different times, and like Electric Blue Superman, all these different people ended up showing up on the Watchtower, the new Watchtower in our time, the 616. But things were different. It just stuff wasn't right. And that's when we find out this whole time that Booster Gold was actually Darkseid. And so outside the tournament, it says he's talking the Time Trapper, which is my God, why can't I think right now? You know, the dude that destroyed Superman. Why can't I think? I hate that. Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
So stupid. Yeah, Doomsday. Thank you, Eric. Doomsday. I don't know why I can never think on names. So Doomsday, he's talking about the fires burn bright with the Omega energy as our champions get closer to the center. Soon we may have a new King Omega. He says there's hope. We just have to continue to hold the time barrier against Darkseid. And he's like, yeah, unless we don't. It's like, what do you mean, Booster? He says, oh, Time Trapper, you spent too much time with the Kryptonian. You've become soft in your old age. There's no need for a new King Omega. We already have ours. Me, Darkseid. And it's time I enter the arena. And he's just grabbing crunch. Yeah. So that's where it ends. And fantastic, I think, fantastic second book.
Yeah.
Very well done. A lot of fun. And I like it. I like it. As much as my freaking can't think whenever I'm looking at something. I don't know why I do that. And I had all these notes. Like, I'm dead serious. Like, I didn't even reference any of them. I had pages and pages of notes for this. I had like 16 pages of notes.
What's up, WZ?
What's up, Z? How you doing, brother? But yeah, so I think this is moving forward pretty well. I mean, it you know, for what they're doing and what they're trying to set up, I think a little break from both, like the absolute and the main continuity was needed. It was needed. They needed break. They were really very story heavy. Now, whether it needed to be an event, is neither here nor there, but at least this event isn't as heady and ridiculous as some of the events lately have been.
Yeah.
Like this is just something fun that you can read. And I think what's really taken me is the tie-ins. The tie-ins are actually not bad in this. They're actually some of them are worth reading. Like Captain Atom versus Superman is good. Wonder Woman versus Lobo is fun. Aquaman versus Hawkman is good. Green Lantern versus Flash is good, because that I did read, and that gets a little bit crazy. Like Jay Garrick's Flash it's ridiculous. I don't want to spoil that for anybody, but if you want to, go ahead and read that. And yeah, what did you think, Warren? How did you like this?
I like it. Snyder does a good job of balancing really cool action, but then still, like, the series definitely focuses around Superman primarily, and then also Batman's getting his own unique journey, which will probably tie in together. But then he doesn't weigh down the rest of it. There's just really cool, the Red Hood and Joker. There is enough of their past that you don't have to add too much crazy stuff to it. We get to see cool stuff like Lobo with the Venom along those lines. It was cool. I thought when I first read it that they were going to get to keep all this stuff, but then afterwards you find out when they go to the next area that was just for that round. But yeah, it was. Did
cool. 3 come out? Did 3 come
out?
No,
but when they go to the verses, like Lobo.
Well, we don't. Yeah, but we don't know that those were the fights that were happening there. We don't know for sure. What's happened, but yeah, we might see that they don't keep those, but I don't know if that is reflectant upon who won in the verses. Is that going to happen with the next KO book, the actual KO book? I don't know. I mean, I'm not saying you're wrong at all. I'm just saying we just don't know. I mean, it would be cool, but I highly doubt they'll keep them.
Yeah.
But yeah, I went out and bought all the versus books. These are a lot of fun, I thought. But yeah, this event's been cool, man. Like, it's one of the few events that I went out and I've bought all the tie-ins for. So I've been trying to keep up on that. And yeah, man. So overall, I give this book right here 3.5 out of 5.
Yeah, that's good. Good art, good story, good pacing, a lot of fun stuff in it. Yeah.
Just fun. It was just a fun book, so, but yeah, man, we're going to go into, what did you get? Did you pick up anything this last week, Warren? Since last time, have you got to the comic book store?
No, I have not, but I did order and picked up some Transformer books, and I got my copies of Ninja High School 200. It's from Antarctic Press, and for its 200 issue, he did a special Kickstarter anthology where you could submit stuff into it, and I actually submitted a 30-page story that made the book, and yeah, these came in today. My comp copies did, so it was a lot of fun.
I went out and I had to get the 2 Flash issues because I'm not currently reading regular continuity Flash, and the 2 Titans issues that were tie-ins for this. So I got what was it? Titans 28.
Oh, nice.
And then Titans 29.
Cool.
And then I got the Flash 26 and 27, which were both KO tie-ins. So I got these. And then I picked up a couple omnibuses that were sent to me. I'm trying to complete all my Hickman stuff. So I got his Omni for Secret Warriors, which is a phenomenal story. It's a great story. And I had to get a second one of these, the Superman Triangle Era Volume 2, because my buddy, he read Volume 1, and I ended up giving him my Volume 2 for Christmas.
Oh, I also picked up
I got that.
all 4 of the Skin Breakers and
As
4
did I.
of these Conan Serpent spin-off too. So
yeah, I picked up the 4th Skin Breaker.
yeah,
I'm gonna start reading those probably this weekend.
same.
So I've been trying to catch up on all the other books that I've been reading. So, and one that I am very, very happy with, and I just ordered the second issue that dropped, and I think it's tomorrow, but I order it early. You can order them early. Is the Batman Arcadia. This is awesome. It's Batman, The Question, and Green Arrow. And it's done almost like a film noir type book. Really cool. And then we are going to do, for our next review, we're going to do Batman Night Fight number 2.
Yep.
In our coverage of the DC KO event.
Yeah, that one's a good one too. I'm really interested to where this whole Night Fight thing's going. It's a really cool spin-off. It's pretty almost as interesting as the KOs themselves. Like it's really good.
Yeah. Night Fight's been fantastic. And Professor Savage Dad is making awesome jokes about shapes because of the triangle era. I like that. Hey, they call it the triangle era because it had the trinity of writers, man. They wrote the greatest 90s Superman, dude. You got, Jurgens, Simonson, and Roger Stern, man. This led in, and you could say Jerry Ordway, but this led into Man of Steel also. So, I mean, still funny though, but I think he's right though about the Green Lantern rhombus era. He's definitely right about the rhombus era. That's probably the best era of Green Lantern. It was right in the middle of the Kyle Rayner run. So yeah, man, pretty good stuff all around. I hope that you had an awesome New Year. Did you have a great New Year?
Well, yeah, I just slept. I did work. I worked on my graphic novel, then I fell asleep. New Year's is I don't go partying. I barely go outside anymore. So yeah, it was for me. It was just another day. But I am personal goal wise, everything's going good. I started hitting the gym, and I started going more hardcore on my diet, getting my graphic novel done, putting videos out. So I mean, a lot of personal goal stuff is going really great. But the actual New Year's Eve thing and party that's just whatever.
Yeah, it's like maybe third time's the Clarence, as MSK says, and it's WZ. Jim is a habitual cheater. Jim has some he definitely has some competition with Clarence.
Yeah, I know.
Apparently we found out about that last night. So
that's going to be the love triangle to start off the year right there, is the Clarence
and Jim. Oh my God,
war.
I just don't understand what he meant. Like, third time's the Clarence, and he even said Clarence. Oh, I'm stupid as fuck. It's like, how is that even a thing that you say? Like, you know what I mean? Like, how is that even a thing that you mess up saying?
Yeah, it's just his mind was on Clarence. Clarence made an impression.
It's very much an impression, very much, and just to do it because I think it'll be funny. we're actually going to
Are we gonna EFAP that?
we're gonna take a look at that just because it's beyond it's so stupid. Like, it's so dumb. Let me get this loaded up.
Yeah, my next MSK piece is going to be the MS Krang piece coming up here soon from our Friday stream.
Oh, MS Krang.
Yep, that's going to be the next possible shirt
with him in the freaking belly.
Yep. He's going to be in the belly, and I was going to do another Jim for the robot, but I might change it to a Clarence now. So I don't know.
Oh, it's got to be a Clarence. It has to be a Clarence robot. So yesterday he had yesterday he had Bob and Gray on, and this is what transpired. We'll take a look here, and you'll see the
just end the show and put Bob to Gray.
I mean, he gets it. Thank you, Walter. We appreciate your pity.
God, but no. Just want to let you guys know. Third time's a Clarence. Fuck, I'm retarded.
Third time's the Clarence. What the fuck were you trying to say with that?
Oh man. Oh.
I want to let you guys know. Third time's a Clarence. Fuck, I'm retarded.
Third time's the Clarence. Look at Bob's face. That right there is everything that you need to know about everything that goes on there. Third time's the Clarence. Poor Bob. I love it. WZ MSK still thinks him and Laps have a Saturday stream. He doesn't know that Laps has been maxed out for the year. I've said every time he says it, how many times have I been like, I won't be there. I'm not showing up there.
Oh.
No, I'm not sub to him.
Oh man.
I love Eric. Eric's just like, it's not even sub to him.
That's hilarious.
Do you see him? No, I could only imagine.
Oh yeah, that's one of WZ's, I believe, newest clips. It's great.
Oh, I'm gonna have to watch it. Well, wait, is it on posting MSK's L's?
I think it is. If I remember right, isn't it WZ? Is that your new L?
Let's see. I'm gonna take a look here. Let's see here. Videos. Oh yeah, here we go. We're gonna take a look at it. We are all right. Here we go. Add to stage. And you can notice that I'm subbed to this.
And if you're not subbed to this and watching this video, make sure you sub to posting MSK's L's.
It's W's, but
W's.
L's. Yeah, just so you get
MSK. Don't forget, when you get paid to look at the Steam games before you blow it all on gems and what is this? Porn?
What?
Yeah, no.
Equest train porn.
Oh shit.
Equest train porn.
They're doing great.
Equest train porn. Okay.
And what do you think that is? If you were to just take a stab at Equest
train porn. Equest train.
Oh.
What? My brain. Words are not forming right now. Equest train. Oh my god, dude. He is a walking hilarious. That's all it is. He's a walking phenomenon.
Where you blow it all on gems and what is this? Porn?
What?
No.
Equest train porn.
Oh,
Equest train porn.
they're doing great.
Equest train porn. Okay. Good
Uh-huh.
Lord.
And what do you think that is? If you were to just take a stab at Equest train porn,
I
as
don't
you
know,
said
man.
it, or did you pronounce that different? Equest train?
I don't know, man. Oh, dude. Oh, fuck me.
Oh my god, dude, that's beyond ridiculous.
He should have tried again because third time's the Clarence, and he would have got
He
it.
should have. He
He
should
was
have.
close.
He should have tried it again. Third time is the Clarence.
Hey, yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh fuck.
Oh, it's like the most of the time whenever I most of the time whenever I do shows with him, that's the only thing I look forward to. Is like the hilariousness that comes off of like him reading or us, the back and forth that eventually turns into the ridiculousness that is MSK.
Yeah, his L's are a constant source of content.
Yes. I feel like we just did his 300th episode, and he is now on 397 today.
The Clarence that keeps on giving.
The Clarence that keeps on giving. You'd think he'd have a Clarence of mind to get through some shows, but the Equest train just brings all great dinosaur to everyone.
Much dinosaur.
Much dinosaur. It's like he couldn't get over the fact that someone stole his credit card and bought black dildos and PlayStation cards, and then that brought great dinosaur. Then the whole gym scandal comes out, and people might not exactly remember what that was from. But he was trying to say like he went to the gym, but I didn't say anything at first. He just kept saying he went and met up with Jim. I think he was trying to say like I met up with someone at the gym, but he kept saying I met up with Jim, and then we went and did this and this. And I'm like, by the end, I was just like, so is Jim like your boyfriend? Like that's where Geim came from too. Oh wow. Someone supposedly stole his wallet on New Year's. Wow.
Yeah, he told me the story before the stream, but he didn't mention anything details on the stream. So I'll tell you afterwards. But yeah, that happened.
Well, I mean, they can definitely get into some Equest train porn houses or farms, with MSK's wallet. Good Lord, dude. Equest train. All right. Well, we're on that note. I think our show is over. Good Lord. I don't even know what to say after that.
So what do you got going on for the rest of the week, Blabs?
Tonight I will be. What's up, Walter?
Hey, Walter.
How are you, my man? Loved your clip, by the way, too.
Oh yeah, that was great.
Yeah. Many Clarences have been said today. But tonight I got TGIT with Gray and Charles. Then Friday we have our last panel with Warren hosting. You'll be hosting and doing your everybody's everybody's list for the Kevin Smith movies.
Yeah,
which will be fun. Oh, great. Yeah, he puts his camera on whenever we do TGIT.
Yeah, you get to see the man behind the mustard.
Yes. Yeah, and it doesn't help now that he does that because now the opening song with Gray is a jar of mustard. It doesn't really. That's very true. See, Gray only hides his face when it brings him great dinosaur. That's very true. That's very true. Eric the Guapo, it is on the last panel. I'll get you a link here. But yeah, it's rather crazy because like I told Gray, I was like, you don't have to show your face if you don't want to. And he was like, no, I don't care. I was like, all right, hey, that's cool with me. So that's kind of what he does there. But yeah, if it's not going to bring him great dinosaur,
He doesn't want his face attached to certain products or channels.
there's the link for the last panel. We do TGIT 8:30 p.m. Eastern on Tuesdays, and then Friday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern is our last panel show. Well, I mean, that is true. There is a lot of clout here. I mean, all that I get from MSK, So Eric, basically Eric, the channel is basically dudes that were on MSK's channel that all wanted to talk together, but for some reason he never puts us on shows together. So we just decided, fuck it, let's just make a channel and actually talk about stuff.
The cream of the crop, if you will.
Yeah. But all right, man, what do you got going on the rest of the week there, bud?
Well, tonight at 8:00 Western Pacific time, or Pacific Standard Time, I'll be doing a draw stream. I have 2 pages left to do, the cover and one more of the bio pages left to finish for my graphic novel. So I will be working on that. I might throw in some MS Krang art too. I'm not 100% sure yet, but that will be coming down the line. Thursday at 7:00 Pacific Standard Time, I'll be doing another draw stream. And then Friday, I have the last panel where I'll be hosting and doing the Kevin Smith ranks. And then on Saturday, I'll be dropping a video for my Lunchbox Comics Spotlight called for Sakamoto Days, which is my favorite ongoing manga right now.
Sweet.
And then, that's pretty much for the rest of the week, my schedule. So.
Yeah, and I think not this week, but probably sometime in the next couple weeks, I think we're going to start playing Arc Raiders.
Oh yeah, I picked it up, by the way. So.
Oh, you did? All right.
Yeah, we can start that here. I'm free a couple of days. We can do that.
Yeah,
for sure.
We can do that. Yeah. We'll do that, and then hopefully, I mean, I've been trying to get MSK to play Street Fighter with me in Orange. And I've even said we'll play whatever game. Like, yeah. And he's just like, oh, I'll do it. And then he faked this wrist injury. I mean, I guess that's what you get wrist injuries when your hands are like this the whole time. Yeah.
Oh, an update too. I am at 85 subs on my road to 100. So
nice,
I got 15 more to get. So that's going good. And just keep pushing towards that. So if you haven't subbed yet, sub to me on my Lunchbox Comics channel.
Yeah, let's get Warren to 100. That'll be cool. Hey, what's up, Dingus Den? How you doing? But yeah, we'll get some more in it. And if anybody wants to join in some of these comic reviews, just let us know. We don't have a problem with that. But we're gonna be doing this, and soon after, when we catch up with KO, we are going to start reviewing the Spider-Man and Wolverine comic, which is freaking awesome.
Yes.
Which I think will be a lot of fun. And yeah, so I'm excited about that because I love that comic. That's one of the few, like, besides Ultimate Spider-Man, that's like the only Spider-Man one I look forward to. That and Amazing Spider-Man Torn, I think, has been pretty decent. It's not bad.
And it's sad that not more people are talking about Spider-Man Wolverine. It really is, because it is such a good book. Yes. Art-wise, story-wise, pacing. Carrie Andrews is just knocking out of the park, and I really wish more people would talk about that series.
Yeah, and the story, at least the first arc, was phenomenal. Like, it took a lot of things that I thought were messed up in the retcons of Spider-Man, and they addressed it in a way that was like, okay, that's pretty cool. Like that's pretty fucking rad.
Yeah.
And it also, the art in it, like you said, is just dope. It is just dope art, man. So we'll be doing that. And we might put in some old stuff. I'm not sure. Like, you know, I might try to do some like some easier stuff that you might have, not some like random Starman comic that nobody wants to hear me talk about, even though.
Well, I mean, going
Whatever.
over those Hickman Fantastic Four would be fun too. I mean, that's an amazing run that we could go over.
That's that's super heady. Whew.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
we
is
could do
true.
that. We could do that. You know, we could definitely do that. Yeah. Oh, he said, Z's talking about. Said MSK did mention on the latest stream he might do a coffee machine unboxing with James. They'll probably run into issues and they have to turn into a 5-hour troubleshooting stream, which would be incredible, by the way. Which would be incredible.
That would be awesome.
Here's the funny thing, Walter, that you mentioned this. One day we will get the TV mount arc from MSK, and I fully expect for someone to die. Here's the funny part. You ready? It was hilarious because I had talked about, like, he had wanted me to come out there. He kept begging me to come out there. And I thought about like doing two things. Like I was going to show up with a TV mount and scissors, right? And then I was going to buy him a blow up bed and solve all the problems.
Oh man.
Dingusen says he liked the first issue, but not enough to make him want to get going, but also came out when he was cutting corners from his pull list. I'd never cut corners on pull lists, but you know, I'm a nerd.
I've had to do it with just money.
That couch, there's no way, Orange, that couch that dude, there's no way that dude's couch is comfier. I mean, he has fully admitted that he fucks his couch.
If the couches could talk, that would be a whole like Prime TV special.
Yeah, I think he tries to do it because like I think he thinks little couches are going to come out and like he could make one into a bed, but that's just not how it works because we all found out yesterday he has absolutely no idea how vaginas work. He said just know you have Astro Bot. Yeah, Sony sent me this. It was a promotional thing. So they sent me this in like a regular like gray one.
Oh, that's
with the blue cape, like the silver one or white one, white one with a blue cape. It's pretty neat.
I never played the game, but everyone was talking about it.
Oh, it's great. It's one of the best platformers that has been around in a while. It's a fun game. But I had Astrobot on the PS4 VR, and that was like the best VR game that they had. So like on the PS4, like, the Iron Man game was pretty fun too. But and then when PS5 came out, they have the whole, you know, Astro's Playroom that gets you like acquainted with all the stuff in the system. But yeah, it's definitely a must play. If you've been a Sony fan for a long time and have played through all their systems, it's a must play game because it pays homage to all the games and all the systems from years past. So
I'll put it on my list.
I think that's it, man. So I think, like I said, the next one we'll be doing is Night Fight #2. And after that, we'll probably get into the Versus arc. So when we do the Versus comics, we're not going to do each individual one. We're just going to take all 8 because I have all 8, and we're going to like break them down into like a couple paragraphs each and just show a bunch of pictures. That's most likely going to be a pre-recorded video.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that might be, I think we should probably work on that for a couple weeks instead of trying to make every week have some pre-recorded. I think that should be our first one. So that gives us like a few weeks to get it done.
Yeah, I agree with that too. I think that would be good.
Yeah. So should be cool. Should be cool. All right, man. Well, I don't know what else to say, but that was fun.
Yeah. Everyone keep safe. Stay healthy and God bless. You guys have a great night.
Yes. And remember, If you can't get it once or twice, third time's the Clarence.